Waking up in the middle of the night, especially around 3 a.m., is a frustrating experience that many older adults know all too well. You toss, you turn, you check the time. Maybe you wander to the bathroom, stare into the dark, or scroll on your phone, wondering, why is this happening to me? If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. Millions of people over the age of 50 report frequent early morning awakenings, and while it might seem like just an annoying quirk of aging, there's actually a lot more going on beneath the surface. This common pattern of disrupted sleep isn't random. It's tied to deep biological changes, lifestyle factors, and sometimes even hidden health issues. What's more, consistently waking up at 3 a.m. can actually reveal surprising insights about your mental, emotional, and physical health. So, whether you're concerned about poor rest, worried it's a sign of something more serious, or just want to reclaim your full night of sleep, understanding the why is the first step toward better sleep and a healthier life. In this video, we'll break it all down. We're diving into 5 eye-opening reasons older adults keep waking up at 3 a.m. and how each one affects your sleep, your brain, your hormones, and your long-term wellness. You'll learn what your body's really trying to tell you, what you can do about it, and how to finally get the deep, uninterrupted sleep you deserve. So grab a cup of tea, settle in, and let's explore what waking up at 3 a.m. really means, and what you can do to fix it. And don't forget to like this video, drop a comment if it resonates with you, and subscribe for more health and wellness insights just like this. 1. Your sleep cycle is changing. As we age, our internal body clock, known as the circadian rhythm, naturally shifts. While younger people tend to fall into a later sleep schedule, older adults often experience what's called an advanced sleep phase. This means you start to feel sleepy earlier in the evening and wake up earlier in the morning, even if your bedtime hasn't changed. Waking up at 3 a.m. can be a result of your body's sleep cycle shifting forward without you consciously adjusting your habits. But it's not just about going to bed too early. Deep sleep, or slow-wave sleep, which is the most restorative stage of sleep, decreases with age. Older adults often spend more time in lighter stages of sleep, which makes them more prone to waking up due to small disturbances, whether it's noise, temperature changes, or even internal signals like needing to go to the bathroom. Another culprit? A decline in melatonin production. Melatonin is the hormone responsible for making you feel sleepy, and our bodies produce less of it as we get older. This can lead to more fragmented sleep and early awakenings. Combine that with less physical activity during the day, fewer daylight hours, especially for retirees, and possible irregular meal times, and the body's rhythm can easily drift out of sync. What's more, poor sleep habits from years past, such as inconsistent bedtimes, screen exposure at night, or lack of a wind-down routine, can catch up with you. In older age, your sleep system becomes more sensitive and less forgiving. So even habits that didn't affect your rest in your 30s can now significantly disrupt your sleep at 60. To work with your changing sleep cycle, consider establishing a strict sleep schedule, getting exposure to morning sunlight, and limiting naps to no more than 20 minutes in the early afternoon. Creating a consistent routine combined with sleep-friendly habits can help reset your rhythm and reduce those early morning wake-ups. 2. Stress and anxiety at night. If you find yourself waking up at 3 a.m. with your mind racing, thinking about finances, your family, your health, or the future, you're not alone. Nighttime anxiety is one of the most common causes of early morning awakenings, especially in older adults. And here's the tricky part. Even if you don't feel consciously stressed during the day, your brain may still be processing unresolved emotions while you sleep. Why does this happen in the early hours? Between 2 a.m. and 4 a.m., your body hits a natural low point in its circadian rhythm. Cortisol, the stress hormone, begins to rise to prepare your body for the upcoming day. If your baseline stress levels are already high, that cortisol spike can jolt you out of sleep. Combine that with low melatonin and lighter sleep stages, and it's a perfect storm for waking up feeling wide-eyed, restless, and mentally overstimulated. This is also the time when the brain's emotional centers are more active. The prefrontal cortex, which helps you think rationally and calmly, is less active during the night. That means your worries can feel bigger and more overwhelming when you wake up in the dark. A minor concern during the day can morph into a full-blown panic at 3 a.m., making it almost impossible to fall back asleep. On top of that, many older adults are juggling stressors type E that build up quietly: retirement transitions, caregiving for a spouse or grandchild, physical health changes, and a growing sense of isolation. Without daily outlets for emotional processing, those feelings can surface during the quiet hours of the night. What can help? Establish a calming wind-down routine an hour before bed. Think journaling, light stretching, or listening to soft music. Avoid screens and social media, which can heighten anxiety. If you wake up anxious, try deep breathing exercises like box breathing. Inhale 4 seconds, hold 4, exhale 4, hold 4. And consider talking to a therapist, especially if you feel that nighttime anxiety is becoming a pattern. Cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia, CBTI, has been proven to be especially effective for older adults. Understanding that your 3 a.m. awakenings might be your brain's way of calling attention to unresolved stress is empowering. It means there's a root cause you can address, and better nights of sleep waiting on the other side. 3. Hormonal shifts and aging. One of the lesser talked about but deeply influential reasons older adults wake up at 3 a.m. is due to the silent, powerful role of hormones. As we age, our hormone levels shift significantly, especially those that control sleep, metabolism, and stress. These natural changes can throw your entire sleep pattern off balance and lead to more frequent, frustrating early morning awakenings. Let's start with melatonin, the sleep hormone. As mentioned earlier, your body produces less melatonin as you age. This means your ability to both fall asleep and stay asleep becomes compromised. Lower melatonin levels reduce the depth of your sleep and make it more likely you'll wake up in the lighter stages, often around 3 or 4 a.m. Next up is cortisol, your body's natural stress hormone. In a healthy cycle, cortisol should be low at night and rise gradually before you wake up in the morning. But in many older adults, cortisol regulation becomes less stable, sometimes peaking too early in the night. That spike can abruptly wake you up, and worse, keep you alert long after. And we can't ignore estrogen and testosterone, which both decline with age. For women, menopause and postmenopause can bring on significant sleep disruptions. Hot flashes, night sweats, and mood swings, all driven by hormonal shifts, can trigger middle-of-the-night awakenings. For men, declining testosterone levels have been linked to lighter, less restorative sleep and a higher likelihood of waking up in the early morning hours. Even growth hormone, which helps repair tissues and muscles during deep sleep, declines as we age. Less growth hormone often equals less deep sleep, which again makes your rest more fragile and prone to disruption. One important thing to understand is that these hormone shifts are natural, but that doesn't mean you're helpless. There are practical ways to support your body's hormonal balance. Getting enough daylight in the morning helps reset your circadian rhythm and boost melatonin production at night. Regular physical activity, particularly strength training, can help regulate testosterone and growth hormone. Reducing caffeine and alcohol intake, especially later in the day, can help stabilize cortisol and reduce nighttime wakefulness. In some cases, hormone replacement therapy, HRT, might be considered, particularly for women going through menopause. But this should always be discussed with a doctor. Supplements like magnesium or melatonin may offer short-term help, but they're not a substitute for lifestyle shifts that naturally support hormonal health. So, if you're consistently waking up in the early hours, don't ignore your hormones. They may be working behind the scenes to disrupt your rest. The good news? With awareness and the right habits, you can start restoring balance and reclaiming those precious hours of uninterrupted sleep. 4. Hidden health conditions. Waking up at 3 a.m. might not just be about sleep. It could be a subtle signal from your body that something deeper is going on. For many older adults, consistent early morning awakenings are actually tied to underlying health conditions. These disruptions often creep in gradually and may not present obvious daytime symptoms at first, which makes the 3 a.m. wake-up call even more important to pay attention to. One of the most common culprits is sleep apnea. This condition, where breathing repeatedly stops and starts during sleep, becomes more prevalent with age. While loud snoring is a classic sign, many people don't realize they have sleep apnea until they notice how often they wake up during the night, sometimes gasping for air, needing to use the bathroom, or feeling inexplicably anxious. These breathing interruptions often happen in the early morning hours, pulling you out of deep sleep and making it hard to get back under. Another common condition is nocturia, or frequent nighttime urination. As the body ages, the bladder becomes more sensitive and less capable of holding urine through the night. Add to that other medical conditions like diabetes, prostate issues in men, or side effects from medications, and you have a perfect recipe for 3 a.m. bathroom trips followed by tossing and turning. Chronic pain is another silent sleep saboteur. Arthritis, back pain, and even mild joint discomfort can flare during the night due to reduced movement and cooler body temperatures. If pain wakes you up and prevents you from getting comfortable again, it can seriously affect your sleep quality over time. Less commonly, but still importantly, conditions like depression, restless leg syndrome, and even heart problems can lead to repeated early awakenings. Depression in older adults often doesn't show up as sadness. It can manifest as insomnia, low energy, or waking up much earlier than intended. And don't overlook your medications. Many older adults are on multiple prescriptions, and some of these, like blood pressure meds, corticosteroids, or certain antidepressants, can interfere with sleep architecture or cause nighttime awakenings as a side effect. So what should you do? If you notice a persistent pattern of waking up at the same time every night, especially around 3 a.m., start tracking your sleep with a journal or sleep app. Note how often it happens, how you feel, and what might be triggering it. Then, take that information to your doctor. A thorough sleep assessment or lab work could reveal issues you might not have considered. Catching and treating these underlying health conditions can dramatically improve your sleep, and more importantly, your overall quality of life. Remember, your body isn't just keeping you awake to frustrate you, it's trying to tell you something. And if you listen closely, you might just get the answers you need. 5. Lifestyle habits that sabotage sleep. You might think your 3 a.m. wake-ups are purely biological, but your daily habits could be quietly working against you. In fact, for many older adults, the way you spend your day and evening can set the stage for whether you sleep peacefully through the night or find yourself wide awake before sunrise. The good news? These are often the easiest factors to change. Let's start with screen time. If you're watching TV, scrolling on your phone, or checking emails late into the night, you're flooding your eyes and brain with blue light. This suppresses melatonin production, confuses your internal clock, and can delay your ability to reach deep, restful sleep. Many older adults enjoy a quiet night with their tablet or television, not realizing it's disrupting their brain's ability to wind down properly. Another common issue is eating too late. Heavy meals close to bedtime can trigger indigestion, acid reflux, or uncomfortable bloating, all of which are more disruptive as digestion slows with age. Even if you don't feel discomfort, your body may be working harder internally, preventing you from entering restorative sleep cycles. Add to that late-night snacks high in sugar or caffeine, hello, chocolate, and your sleep can become even more fragmented. Let's talk about alcohol. Many people believe a glass of wine or a nightcap helps them fall asleep. And it's true that alcohol can make you feel drowsy at first, but it actually disrupts REM sleep, the dreaming phase that helps with emotional processing and memory. Alcohol also acts as a diuretic and muscle relaxant, increasing the chances you'll wake up in the early morning needing to use the bathroom or from a drop in body temperature. Inactivity is another major factor. As we age, it's easy to fall into a more sedentary routine. But regular movement is essential for regulating your body's circadian rhythm. Without enough physical activity, your body might not build up enough sleep pressure during the day, the internal drive that helps you sleep deeply at night. This makes it more likely you'll wake up in the lighter stages of sleep, such as around 3 a.m. Poor sleep environment is often overlooked too. Is your room too warm or too cold? Is your mattress supporting your joints? Is there a clock, device, or light source that might be disturbing you in the early morning hours? Our senses become more sensitive with age, and small irritants that didn't bother you before may now be disrupting your rest. So, what's the fix? Focus on creating a consistent, relaxing evening routine. Dim the lights 1 to 2 hours before bed. Shut down screens at least 30 minutes before sleep. Avoid large meals and alcohol in the evening. Aim for some physical movement during the day. Even light walking, stretching, or gardening counts. And optimize your sleep environment. A cool, dark, quiet room with a supportive mattress can make a world of difference. By tweaking these everyday choices, you're not just improving your sleep, you're giving your body and brain what they need to age more vibrantly. And yes, that includes saying goodbye to 3 a.m. wake-ups.
Reclaiming rest and restoring health. Waking up at 3 a.m. might feel like an unavoidable part of getting older, but it doesn't have to be your new normal. As we've explored, these early morning awakenings are often your body's way of signaling a deeper imbalance. Whether it's hormonal shifts, hidden health issues, stress, or simple lifestyle habits that need adjusting. The key takeaway? Your sleep matters. It's not just about feeling rested. Quality sleep is directly tied to your heart health, immune system, cognitive function, and emotional resilience. Understanding why you're waking up is the first step. But more importantly, each of the causes we've discussed today comes with real, actionable solutions. From supporting your hormones and managing anxiety, to fine-tuning your bedtime routine and speaking with your doctor about potential health conditions, you now have tools to transform your nights and your days. So, if you're waking up at 3 a.m., don't shrug it off. Take it as a nudge from your body. With the right awareness and small, consistent changes, you can train your body to sleep through the night again, more deeply, more peacefully, and more restoratively. If you found this video helpful, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe for more science-backed wellness content, and share this with a friend who could use better sleep too. Drop a comment below if you've experienced these 3 a.m. wake-ups, and what's helped you the most. We're all in this together, and better sleep is just the beginning. Sweet dreams, and see you in the next video.